Yo, what up guys? Last time we took a look at Charizard, so it's only natural that this time we take a look at Bandai D-Art's Blastoise. So here's his packaging. Same standard kind of D-Art style as Charizard. Smaller box obviously because Charizard had a long tail. But we got the same kind of decal going on here. Same stuff along the bottom. D-Art's that little fish bubble window you can see the figure in. Same holograph style thing going on there. Same with the other side. Same on the top, and on the back you can see all the poses you get him in. Yeah, you can tell right off the bat his articulation is not going to be, the same as Charizard's because it is a smaller figure, and let's just get to it, shall we? Alright, so here he is, ladies and gents, Blastoise in all his glory. And I gotta say, I love the paint jobs on these things. Look at that. It's a matte finish, with the exception of the sheen on the shell here, but look at that. Can you imagine if there was a brown tortoise shell in Super Mario? That's how it would look, minus the cannon. It's just, even the, what do you want to call this color? A cream, yellow, something. It's just, the detail is just outstanding on these things. I can't imagine how painstaking it must be to actually etch these lines here and everything. Even on the bottom of the nails here, you get this pristine white color. It's flawless, really. Taking a look at the mouth in there. You've even got, paint all in there. So these guys did not miss a spot. It's even got some shading on the shell there. It's really nice. I guess that's what gives it a pop. I just don't know what it is. I just love the shell in this thing. Like, I don't even have to say anything. Look at that. As far as articulation goes, like I said, this guy is a bit more limited than Charizard. I don't know if they were biased or something, but this maybe has something to do with the smallness of the figure and getting stability and him not to topple over. But he does have a tail, which helps. So, started with the head. It's kind of a weird joint here because you've got like a floating cover for the neck. So you do get your like exorcism 360 nonsense going on there, but like I said, the neck kind of pops out sometimes. So rather than twisting it all the way around the way you were going, I think it'd be better to untwist it, and that way you don't run the risk of breaking your figure. As far as the mouth goes, his mouth opens just about as much as Charizard's. His tongue does not move. See if we can get a better shot at the tongue there. So it doesn't move. And one other thing that I don't really like about Blastoise's mouth is I can't get mine to close all the way. He always has like a mouth going on. So I don't know if, again, it's just my figure or what. But still pretty sweet. His neck does allow him to move up and down, but you gotta watch it again when you're going here because you'll expose that little hole there. As far as his arms, he does have, I don't know, would you say these arms are stubbier than Charizard's or what? They certainly are more bubbly. I guess that suits him being a water type, so that's all well and good. But let's start with the one thing about all these D-Arts is you've got to like hold one section of the figure and hold the other to articulate one joint. And what I mean by that is, for example, the shoulder here. I've got to actually clamp down here, and then twist. But he does have a full 360 there. He does have a full 360 at his second segment, and full 360 on his claws, or hands. He also has a hinge here that allows him to move this way, swag. And again, you can move this way and this way depending on how you rotate this hinge joint there. And lastly, the claws. We do have some articulation here, but it is very limited. Like, look at, you can't even see that on camera. So that's one example of the articulation with the claws. Again, it's very limited, but it's still cool that they included it. For the legs, same thing with the arms almost. You got full 360 here. Once you hit this part, actually, it's not really full 360. My bad there. You run into the same issue with the neck, whereas if you twist it, the ball joint that it's on will probably come off. So you just want to rotate that back. And his feet, or his toenails, have a little bit of articulation, but they're very delicate. They are on ball joints, and if I was to press down on this a little bit more, it would actually come off, and it's a pain in the butt to put them back on. As far as the actual foot part here, you get like a slight up and down motion, but that's about it. Nothing too extraordinary. As far as the tail, it's cool that they allowed you to... Okay, it does turn, but it's not doing it. There you go. So you can turn that 360 and not have any worries or issues about it falling off. As far as his cannons, like, this is the part everyone's probably been waiting for. They do give you a lot of play. Like, I don't think I've ever seen him angle his cannons like that, or... Yeah, but he does have the ability to point them straight up, as usual. Kind of limited otherwise. I mean, like, this thing here is on a swivel, and you don't even get that much range of motion with it. So, you're limited to having him point his cannon straight out like that, anywhere here. And as far as going up, kind of limited by the shell there, but that's kind of a given. One thing that kind of annoys me, because I would have liked the cannon to be collapsible somehow, and obviously have this being a flap, so you could put the cannon inside to have them, you know, pose without the cannons and. Also, I kind of would have liked the option to have a little bit more articulation in terms of neck movement, like up. And the reason for that is, you know, like a skull bash. Like, it would be cool if Blastoise could actually point his cannons a little further back so that you can actually have him, like, shooting Hydro Pump out and skull bashing someone. Because that is one of the attacks he learns in the original blue version and red version. But yeah. Now, he does come with a base, and unlike the Charizard, he actually does have the claw, the clasp thing on the end of his. Same thing again, same style with the Pokemon logo, Pokeball logo. The reason he comes with a clasp is he also comes with two Hydro Pump effect parts, which are pretty nice. They're like a frosty, I can focus there and show you guys. A frosty kind of gray, not really a blue, but a gray, pearlescent white. There's a tinge in blue right there now because he's in the back, obviously. So it's pretty much clear. Just like, you know, regular tap water is. And the cool thing I like about this is that they gave it like a screwdriver style thing. So if you actually twist it, it's actually looks like it's coming out. And I'll go ahead and pop these in right now. It's just, there's not really any peg hole or anything. It's just pretty much the weight of the cannon supporting the Hydro Pump. And they do have a big tendency to fall off. And it's really hard to get this guy to stand up with both these Hydro Pump effects in, hence the stand. So what you'd have to do is just open up the clasp and pop that sucker in right there. And again, he's still kind of wobbly. But I still do think it's cool how if you rotate these, it looks just like water. That's pretty sick if you ask me. Like, so yeah, that is DArt's Blastoise. Solid figure overall. Again, you know, even though Charizard is my favorite, this guy, I love him. Like, he's outstanding, and they've continued to do a bang-up job in all these figures. My only gripe, again, is the fact that the cannons are not collapsible, and so you have to have them with the cannons out all the time. All in all, it's a great figure. I highly recommend you pick it up if you're a Pokemon fan, because any Pokemon set is not complete without this guy in it. That's my review on Bandai DArt's Blastoise. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.